Hello students, a very good morning to you all. In the previous lecture in online teaching, we have seen about the different tensions of the mountains and the different movements that were occurring due to the earthquake and volcanoes, and what are the different cracks were fractured because of the mountain, and how we are having soft mountain and how we are having hard rock mountains, and why the mountains are called different mountains, block mountain and fold mountains. So this all information we have discussed in the previous video. Now we will discuss about the Rift Valley, that on page number 13. So let us discuss about the Rift Valley, how the Rift Valley has been formed, what are the different information and what the reason behind it, why we are having the Rift Valley. So let us discuss. When horizontal movements on the earth's surface act in opposite direction, it causes tension on the rocks in the earth crust. While tension increases, fractures develop in the rocks. This leads to formation of faults. Consequently, rock on both the ends slides and the continuity in the layers of rocks is not found. Now, if you are having a tension, if there is a tension on the rock in the interior crust of the earth, अगर अर्थ के बीच में अगर कुछ टेंशन क्रिएट हो रहा है और अगर वहाँ पे अगर कुछ भी क्रैक पड़ गया तो वो क्या होगा बीच में, मीन्स यू आर पुटिंग द प्रेशर फ्रॉम बोथ द एंड. मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया, मीन्स आई हैव टोल्ड यू कि इफ़ यू आर पुटिंग द प्रेशर फ्रॉम बोथ द एंड्स, व्हाट हैपन, ऑटोमेटिकली द साइड्स विल सबसाइड. मीन्स क्या हो जाएगा, वो सबसाइड हो, सिंक हो जाएगा. अगर वो सिंक हो रहा है तो क्या होगा, वहाँ से रिफ्ट वैली पास होगा. मीन्स फ्रॉम देयर विल बी द वाटर फ्लोइंग. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस tension which is created under the earth crust. Sometimes how fractures develop side by side in the earth's crust. This land is between two fractures, that is subsides. Deep part is called a rift valley, means the sides which are subside, means उसका जो part है वो नीचे चला जाता है, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, subsides, means sink. And from that area the valley is going, and that valley we call a rift valley. Both the slopes of a rift valley are steep. Steep means it is straight, and gentle means we are having zigzag, and steep means straight जा रहा है वो. For example, the rift valley is like, can you see on page number 13 if I'll show you this. So this is the rift valley actually, rift valley, and this is the rift valley of Narmada that you can see on page number 13. So this is the rift valley. And another rift valley is there that we will discuss, the Great Rift Valley of Africa and the Rhine Valley. It is in Europe. So these are the valleys which are having a fracture, and that some part of that fracture moves to the steep. It's subsided, means उसके नीचे चला जाता है, and because of that the Rift Valley is generated. Now we will see the continent buildings, epeirogenic movements. Now epeirogenic movements are the movements that is happening of the earth center, means center के पास उसका कुछ affect होता है, and because of that what happen, the things which is subsided, means कुछ part उसका नीचे चला जाता है. तो because of that what happened, epeirogenic movements are taking place. So we'll see about the continent buildings. Slow movements occur towards the center or from the earth center towards the earth's crust. Because of this movements, a vast part of the earth crust is lifted or gets subsided. So I have told you that some parts of the earth crust, because of the exterior of the earth, what happens, the movements which are taking place, it gets subsided. When the part of the earth crust is uplifted above the main sea level, continents are formed. Therefore these movements are called continent building movements. Now how the earth crust is taking place, when something change is happening in the earth crust or on the earth crust. If the volcano is going from the sea level, अगर वो volcano है जो पानी के ऊपर से जा रहा है, तो from that what will happen, the continents will be formed. Why? Because it is moving to the liquid form actually, so that continents automatically becomes a continent buildings. Extensive plateaus can also be formed because of such movements. So I have told you, if the volcanoes are moving from the rocks, the ultimately there will be the plateaus. If the originally continent's portion of crust subsides below the sea level, it forms a part of the seabed. See, if the volcanoes are moving from the seabed, then there will be the continents. If that continents are there, it means that seabed, जो भी है वहाँ का seabed, वो क्या बन जाएगा, एक continent बन जाएगा, because of the liquid forming of volcanoes. Next we will see sudden movements. In the beginning of the chapter, we have discussed and studied the new item on earthquake. Earth means the ground and quake means troubling. Quake means troubling is a shaking. As I have told you, I have told you about the tremors. That the tremors taking place means we are having shaking of some of the lands. Earthquake is the movement of the earth crust. So it is a movement of the earth crust. If something is changes is happening under the earth, there will be the movement will be taking place. You have been acquainted with the magnitude and effects of earthquake through this activity of the beginning of chapter itself. So when the earthquake and the magnitude of that earthquake is taking place, it is very dangerous. It is very devastated. बहुत एकदम disaster बहुत एकदम बोलते हैं ना. It is very dangerous. It will destroy. It will collapse everything. That is a earthquake. You will imagine. We will look at the sudden movements called earthquake and volcanoes in the earth interior in detail. So it is coming from the interior of the earth, earthquake and volcanoes, and these are called sudden movements of the earth's surface. Earthquake occurs, the magnitude of the earthquake is measured by the Richter scale. Now if the earthquake is taking place, we are measuring that with the help of Richter scale. Richter scale is showing that how much the disaster of the earthquake is taking place. If the earthquake is under 6 point, it will not be so much dangerous, but if it is going beyond 7 or 9, it will be a very dangerous of that earthquake actually. So that much devastated of that earthquake is taking place. Now let us understand what is the causes of earthquake. Moving of the plates means there are some of the continents or countries, and every part of the continent you will have a plates, means earthquake is moving towards them. Colliding of the plates means it is colliding, वो एक दूसरे से टक्कर कर रहे हैं. Plates sliding one below the other means they are moving from one continent moving to the other continent. Means it is moving and it is sliding actually. Forming of fractures in rock layers due to tension in the interior of the earth. So why the rock is having fracture? Because of the tension that is happening in interior of the earth. Why? Because they can't handle that pressure. They can't, means उसको control नहीं कर पाते. इसकी वजह से वो क्या हो जाता है, tensions आ जाते हैं वहाँ पे. And because of that what happened, fractures is getting place. Occurring of volcanic eruption. Why volcanic eruption is taking place? Why? Because अगर उसका बर्दाश्त करने की जो अंदर का जो changes हो रहा है, अगर control नहीं कर पाया वो अर्थ में changes होने की वजह से it take that movements. It's something happening inside interior of the earth. So because of that what happened, volcanic eruption taking place. So this is a seismographic it is a machine actually, we can call as a Richter scale, not a Richter scale, but we can measure from this volcanic of earthquake actually. So this is a seismogram and graphic actually. This is a diagram of that. Moving to the next information, that is about types of seismic waves. As I've told you, what do you mean by seismic waves? Seismic waves are different types of waves. Now in this they have given some different information about the diagram, and different seismic waves are coming from the volcanoes. Now we will see about the focus and epicenter. Now focus and epicenter means focus is the center of the earth where the earthquake is taking place, and epicenter is the place where the epicenter is reaching, means the volcanoes is coming and is reaching to the surface of the earth. That is called epicenter. We'll see. Because of the movements occurring below the earth's surface, tension is created and it keeps on accumulating. High energy is released at the place where tension is mount up. So जहाँ पे अगर ज़्यादा tension होता है वहाँ पे क्या होता है, automatically energy release होता है. This is the center of the earthquake. So where the high energy is taking place, and because of that what happened, tension mounts up, and that center we call as a earthquake. Means earth के center पे होता है जो भी है. It is called focus or hypocenter. Energy waves scattered in all directions from this center. So energy, what are the energy waves are coming from that center? It is transferred from everywhere. The place on the earth's surface where this energy waves reaches first is called the epicenter of the earthquake. So epicenter is the first which reach the surface of the earth. It is called the epicenter. Now in this diagram you can see the epicenter when the earthquake is reaching the surface of the earth. It is called a epicenter. Focus means it is the center of the earth where you can see the black dot is there. So this is called focus actually. And we are having different types of waves when the volcanic or earthquake is taking place. It is the nearest place on the Earth's surface from the focus and experience the first tremor. The epicenter is the perpendicular to the focus. So the epicenter, the lines which are going, the line is going to the perpendicular to the focus when this taking place of volcanoes and earthquake. When the tension is released at the focus, the release energy travel in all directions. So the tension, when the tension is taking place, means whatever the volcanoes waves are going, it is moving to all direction. This energy comes towards the earth surface in the form of waves. So this comes, वो भी अगर जो भी energy आ रहा है volcanoes के form में, तो वो किस wave में आ रहा है? Liquid form में. These seismic waves can be divided into primary waves, secondary waves and surface waves. So whatever the waves are coming from the volcanoes in through any direction, these waves are divided into three categories. First is primary waves, secondary waves and surface waves.